good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day number 3. Absolutely, day number 3. Yep, you can grab any one you want. As soon as I find out which one mine's on, too. There we go. I know which one mine's on now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Bright and early. We are up and we are ready and raring to go. It's going to be a really big day here in downtown Spencer, West Virginia. Going to have tens of thousands of people coming through the streets, and it's going to be a fun day of activities. We're going to talk about all the stuff that is going on today. Couple of major things happening. Obviously, one of the big draws today is going to be the Kids Day Parade at noon. WVRC will hold that on our live stream, so we're very excited to do that once again this morning. We will be here throughout the week and the weekend, and we're going to have a great time here. We invite everyone who's out there watching and listening to come on out and enjoy the festival with us, the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. We're going to go live here on the radio in just a few seconds. Got a special guest with me, and we're going to talk to her on the radio side as well as here on Facebook and YouTube. If you're out there watching, I do see a couple eyes on us already. We invite you to share this video, number one. The more eyes, the better it is for us, and the better it is for the Walnut Festival to find out what's going on today. Also, if you could, like this video, and please comment on the video. Let us know you're watching from. Roger Barker already tuning in, saying great music and great food last night. Absolutely, Roger. It was a great Thursday. The coronation was perfect. It was beautiful. The weather held up for the whole second day of the festival, and we hope to see more of that again this morning. Just waiting on my buddy George Allen up there at the station, and he's going to let us know when we are able to go live on the radio. 1 minute, says George. I got here bright and early. The sun has not risen just yet, but it's starting to get really nice and light out here on this Friday morning. Only the festival only the festival could get me up this early, I believe. That would be the only thing that would keep me up this early in the morning. Well, that and teaching back in the day, but I did that on purpose. I would like you to please comment, like the video. Comment on it. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you're planning on coming in today or this weekend at all. And I'm always asking people what their favorite food is. I'm trying to draw some attention to the food court, and I'm trying to find out who likes what so I can have it told to me what I'm going to eat this year.
10 seconds.
All right, we got 10 seconds, folks. Hang in just a second. Got a lot of really good information for y'all.
Country 104.7. It's 7:23, 49 degrees, and my buddy got up with the chickens. Downtown, broadcasting live from the 69th Annual Black Walnut Festival. Take it away, Drew.
Funny you should mention chickens, George. I had a couple run across the front of my tent here this morning, bright and early, and they stopped. They looked at me and said, "What are you doing up this early, Drew?" That's all they said to me. No, it's been a good morning already. It is a little chilly right now, but I tell you what, I'm seeing the glimmer of the sun start to show, and once that comes up, guys, it's going to be a perfect morning here in Spencer. I know that you dialed in some great weather for us, George. It's supposed to be 75 and sunny again today with a breeze, zero humidity. It's going to be gorgeous for day 3 of the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. We have so much to talk about on tap here for this Friday, October 13th. So many things happening throughout the day and in many, many locations here at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. We'll be talking about that throughout the morning. If you haven't done it yet, make sure that you like and share our Facebook and YouTube live streams. We'll be live streaming throughout the entire day here today, and then we'll pack up this afternoon and we'll head up to Braxton County for some Roane County High School football this evening. And we're going to talk about everything going on here at the courthouse, down at Heritage Park, over at Spencer Middle School, at the Armory, out at the Livestock Barn, everything happening in Spencer this week. Speaking of things happening, one of the long-standing traditions here at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival is a pancake breakfast. And for many years, it's been the Boy Scouts Troop 437 who have taken over that and have used that as a fundraiser for their organization. And we're very happy to be joined here this morning. As much as she hated getting up this morning and coming over here, Sherry Roberts with us here this morning. Sherry, you are integral part of this Boy Scout Troop 437. Of course, you and Anthony, your husband, and some others have really taken the reins of this organization over. You're trying so hard to rebuild an organization that really got pummeled by COVID a few years ago, trying to get numbers back up. You're trying to do many, many things with these kids, and you're being successful, but it takes money to do that. And so one of the opportunities you guys have is to do this pancake breakfast that has been so much a long-standing tradition here in the Walnut Festival.
Absolutely. In fact, the Cub Scout Pack 437 actually took over the pancake breakfast a few years ago. So the troop itself hasn't been doing it for a while, but it is one of our biggest fundraisers for the pack. It's probably the primary fundraiser that we do every year, and we bring in anywhere between $2,500 and $3,000, depending on how nice the weather is, obviously. So we're hoping that a lot of people will come out today and see us and maybe come back for seconds tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people still at work until today. Schools are out now, so there's more opportunities for people to be out and about early. And you guys are doing this again 7 to 11 today. If people need to find out where it is, it's just St. John's United Methodist Church. And is it in the basement of the church there that they're doing that?
Yep, it's in the basement. You'll see the balloons at the stairwell to go downstairs. If you have trouble going up and downstairs, just holler at somebody and the boys will come out and help you.
Very easy to find the St. John's United Methodist Church. It is right down on Church Street, right basically at that T where you could go up to Market Street. There's just that little side road, which I knew what it was called. Not off the top of my head.
It's right across the parking lot from Taylor Vandal Funeral.
Taylor Vandal Funeral Home, and that's right there at the basement. You'll see the balloons and signs for the pancake breakfast. Some of the things that you guys have been really focused on in the last couple of years is trips, and some of these trips have been really exciting for not only the kids, but I think Anthony is kind of becoming a kid himself. He was meant for this position, by the way, but they have taken some really cool trips this year.
Yeah, Boy Scouts have really been trying to do a lot more adventurous things outside of Roane County. It does take money to do that, unfortunately. So fundraising is always key for both the Cub Scout Pack and the troop. But we've taken the boys to the beach. We've taken many trips to the mountains. Next summer, we are looking at either going to Asheville, North Carolina, or Virginia Beach. The boys are going to be voting on that here real soon, and then we're going to start some fundraising to meet our goals so that we can do that.
And obviously the fundraising, one side of it. The other side is recruitment. And again, it's very difficult to do, but I think you guys are doing a very good job, including coming here and talking about Scouts and what it provides young men and young girls now. It's a really cool thing that you guys have added to your repertoire here. And you're trying real hard to get the word out about Scouts and what it means to people. I was so happy and honored to be involved in your son Kyan's Eagle Scout ceremony this summer, and I didn't even know at that point. And you look at all the former Scouts, some Eagle Scouts, some who were just in Scouts, they all had great memories of it, and they taught all of them great life lessons. I thought that the Freshwaters talking about that was a number one eye-opener for me.
Absolutely. I can say for my own child, it was definitely life-changing. He was a pretty shy kid when he was younger, and it really brought out his personality. It taught him very good leadership skills that he uses today. I mean, he was the shy kid that didn't like to talk to strangers, and now he can comfortably have conversations with people that he doesn't know. So I definitely highly recommend it, especially for kids that really need to get outside of their comfort zone.
And I've seen that with many of the kids that have been with that group of young men. I'm watching a couple of youngsters right now. I don't want to mention names on the air, but there's a couple of them I'm seeing right now. I'm like, this is amazing to see these kids come out of their shell, take leadership positions, and take on challenges. And that's something that's really neat about what you guys do. You guys challenge the kids, and they end up challenging each other, and they end up challenging you guys in the same way while they're growing in this program. And it's not just, and again, I always try to think about it. You know, when I think back, when I was a youngster, all I thought was, well, Scouts is just, you just camp. That's the only thing I could ever think about, and I never did get into scouts. I was a little busy, but I mean, I could have done it. But I got buddies who were in scouts. I'm like, dude, you missed out. There was so much more than just camping, although that is an integral part of it, and it's a fun part of it, but there's a whole lot more that goes on in Boy Scouts.
Yeah, we use the outdoor adventures as a way of teaching leadership skills to the boys and now girls. And you do have a lot of fun while you do it. The nice thing is that some kids that are in the program would never have the opportunities to do the things that they've done. I mean, they've gone mountain climbing, biking, canoeing, kayaking. They went to the beach last summer. We had some kids that had never ever seen the ocean that got to see it because they were in scouts.
Yes. I think about that part of it, the outdoor adventure part of it. And then I go back once again to your son's ceremony, and I looked at the things that he had done in his time in Scouts, and it went far beyond just outdoor activities. All these different leadership things, all these different merit badges, these classes that he was taking, the things that he listed are, I mean, you're talking about a well-rounded young man when we talk about his interest in the things that he did.
That's the one nice thing about scouting in general, and it's the same in Girl Scouts. You have opportunities to learn a little bit about a lot of things, and it's to help prepare those young people for potential careers down the road. I mean, if something that they do sparks their interest, Steven Spielberg is a prime example. He took a filmmaking merit badge when he was in Scouts, sparked that interest, and now you see where he's at.
He's kind of a big deal.
He's kind of a big deal.
We're talking with Sherry Roberts of the Boy Scout Troop 437. They're doing their pancake breakfast again this morning, folks. You did it yesterday. Is it going on tomorrow, or is
Yes.
it today last? Okay. Tomorrow you will be continuing the Boy Scout breakfast.
Yes, there was a mix-up in the schedule. And it had us listed as Thursday and Friday, but we're actually Friday and Saturday. So we will be here tomorrow.
Okay, so they will be down at St. John's United Methodist Church, 7 to 11 this morning. So they're right there now, and I got Sherry out of having to sling some hot cakes this morning. She did have to get up and come see us, though. Sherry, just a cool thing that you guys are doing. I love the way that the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts is building and growing back. And I think with the type of people that you guys have put yourselves in the position of, you've got some really, really good volunteers and sponsors right now, and you guys are pushing really hard to make this the best it can be, and I think it's working already. I'm watching more participation, but you guys could always use more.
Oh, absolutely. COVID really did hurt scouting across the U.S., but it really hurt us immensely. So we are still in the process of trying to rebuild both the pack and the troop, and it takes a lot of hard work. The one thing that it takes that we're always struggling with are volunteers.
Yes.
It takes parents stepping up and being willing to be den leaders, especially at the Cub Scout level, because each grade level has to have their own den leader. Whereas in the troop, you have one leader for the whole unit.
Yeah.
So it requires a lot more volunteers at the Cub Scout level. But you use the Cub Scout pack as your feeder to your Boy Scout troop. So it's really important that the troop work with the pack to try to help build the pack and their membership so that we have youth coming into the troop later on.
Well, I'll tell you, you guys are doing great work. What I've seen, and I've been involved now with a couple of years of things that you guys have done. Looking forward to it continuing to build. Looking forward to continuing to talk to you all about this stuff, because it's really fun to watch what you guys do. I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. Speaking of that, if you don't know how to get a hold of you guys, how does someone become a Cub Scout or a Boy Scout?
Well, we both have Facebook pages. You just look for the Cub Scout Pack 437 public page or the Troop public page, and it will give you the contact information there.
Okay.
And I do have one exciting announcement to make.
Okay.
We are in the process of registering our very first female scout in Roane County.
So it's ready to go then.
We have one female, and she's registering as what we call a lone scout, and that means she's not attached to a particular troop, but she's allowed to affiliate with other troops. So hopefully we get her registered. She's already recruiting some of her buddies
I was
at
going to say,
school.
only the beginning then.
And her mother is a registered leader, so we're really kind of hoping that we can start them their own troop.
Going to be an awesome, awesome deal if that comes to
Yeah.
fruition. Sherry, thank you very much. And folks, if you want to help out the Cub Scouts, the Boy Scouts here in Spencer, West Virginia, you need to go down to St. John's United Methodist Church right there at the beginning of Church Street. You'll see the balloons. You'll see the signs. It's the pancake breakfast, a longtime staple at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Sherry, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
And we're going to continue here this morning. I'm going to sit it back up to Georgia. George, I know you got a lot to do here this morning on Friday, but we're going to have a great time down here in Spencer, West Virginia today, and we hope everyone has a good day today. We'll check in at the top half of the hour at 8 o'clock here on the radio side of things. This is Andrew Miller down at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Awesome sauce.
All right. I can go back where it's warm.
I guess, hey, at least I got you away from pancake slinging for a few minutes.
Pancake slinging to my cold.
Sherry's cold out there, everybody.
All right. Thanks, Drew.
Uh-huh, thank you.
If you need Anthony to fill another spot later, just yell.
Oh, he's always, I tell you what, I'm pretty swamped today, actually. We got a lot of people on here.
Stay till 8.
No, I will not do that to you, I promise. Uh-huh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for sticking with us this morning as the sun starts to rise here in Spencer, West Virginia. We are back at our regular location. We are on the corner of Court Street and Church Street. We are right beside the information tent here. Let me swing this camera around and let you guys know we're right here in the corner, and the information booth right there is not open yet. Not a lot is open yet, but I wanted to come down here early and get things fired up and start getting some information out to anybody who decides they want some information. If you have any questions about the festival today or anything tomorrow or Sunday even, you can message us here on our Facebook or YouTube chat, depending on where you're watching from here this morning. I'd like to hear from you. Always like to hear where people are watching from. If you've been already down to Spencer for the festival so far on Wednesday or yesterday, or if you're planning on coming down, let us know. And you can stop by and say hi to us here at our tent. And I tell you, the weather is going to be perfect this morning. And I know a lot of people up and at it this morning. I know schools are out today, so that's going to be a fun thing. I know there's a lot going on out at the FFA and 4-H barn. If you didn't know, folks, we did make a post officially last night. We're so excited. For the first time ever, WVRC is going to be live streaming the 4-H FFA livestock sale out at the barn on Saturday night. That begins at 6:30. Now, what that entails is basically we're going to set up the equipment, and I'm going to clip a road mic on the engine or the auctioneer, Chad Strickland, and I'm going to let him go to work. We're not going to be over there talking about it. We're just going to let the sale go, and we're going to have you listening to Chad as he is auctioning off all of the animals that these young men and women have worked so hard on over the last year. This is the big fundraiser for the 4-H FFA, and we are so happy that we have a chance to go and live stream it. I know WVRC is going to be a buyer this year as well as we were last year, and it's so exciting. That was my first year last year going to the 4-H FFA livestock sale, and I think I'll be back just about every year other than the years I may not be in town, but I'll send a representative from the station no matter what. Let's take a look, folks. Since we're up bright and early, let's take a look at the Friday schedule here for the Black Walnut Festival. Obviously, just speaking with Sherry Douglas Roberts of the Boy Scout Troop 437, and she said, as she said, the Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts kind of work in tandem for this stuff, and they're doing the pancake breakfast this morning from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Very easy to find them. They are over on Church Street. If you're on Main Street around the courthouse square, just hop down Church Street real quick there, and it's just about a block down on the left there. You'll see all of the signs. You'll see the balloons, and they're doing the pancake breakfast this morning. That'll be going on till 11. I tell you what, I've had the pancakes. It's not just a fundraiser. They make tremendous pancakes down there. They also, I think, have sausage or bacon options, and you have a choice of a drink. So they do the pancake breakfast as a full meal, and so they do that for a fundraiser. It's their big fundraiser every year, and they do such a great job with it. We've already got our first person out and about this morning. What is going on here? I see Josh Downey out and about before 8 a.m. Are you working today, Josh?
Well, yeah, we're working to noon today. We got things to do. Pancakes, but I was actually going to pancakes and frankly trying to recover from a very dramatic
I don't want to talk about it.
60 seconds last night that
yeah.
Only a true Mountaineer fan can understand.
Would understand. Of all of the WVU type losses, the gut punch losses, the rip your heart out losses, that one, I had a buddy, Adam Anderson, who is the MC coming today for the Kids Day Parade and tomorrow for the adult parade, or for the Grand Parade, and he posted last night, and he said, this ranks up there with, what did he say, with the blocked punt.
Block punt, Miami.
With Kellen Winslow.
Yes.
With 13-9. And if you know that number, you know exactly what we're talking about. This one, as far as level of importance, doesn't rank up there for me, but just that same, just sick to your stomach feeling.
Well, I think what made it hard, that's why we really, it's why we love sports.
Yes.
Because someday we'll be on the other end of that.
Yes.
But, when you hit that big touchdown pass and go up like that with 12 seconds left, you're pretty excited and wasn't too worried about that celebration penalty until they caught the touchdown 5 yards in the end zone.
Oh, I'll tell you, it's why I've got big dark circles around my eyes, because I was up late trying to sleep, knowing I had to get up early this morning, and just couldn't do it.
Right.
Couldn't let it go on Twitter or X or whatever you call it all night, looking at everybody else being sad.
Yeah. Well, I think yesterday we talked about there's that social media stuff. There's good and there's bad. There's probably a lot of bad this morning. But you know what, Andrew? It's the Walnut Festival, right?
And the sun is getting ready to shine again another day. And so, yes, I'm over it now.
I'm going to go get some pancakes. I'll take about another 15 minutes here in a minute, and I'll be okay. And it's going to be a good day. It's going to be wonderful weather today. And I tell you what, it's going to really get rolling here probably, in the next hour?
That's why I came this morning, and I'm telling you what, it is going to be getting started very, very quickly. We got a full day of events that we're going to kick off today. We hope that you guys we really hope you guys the skip pass in Pittsburgh. Oh, just when I thought I was over it again, Rodney Cox comes back with another one.
Yeah, we got a lot of things going on today, Andrew. And I'll tell you, I had the opportunity to do it yesterday. And this Tomb of the Unknown Soldier exhibit that's really right behind us, just, about 25, 50 yards behind us. We have a lot of fun things that go on in the festival. The food's great, and we're going to have parades. And the music last night, the band was wonderful. But if you get the opportunity, and especially if you have a child with you who's old enough to truly understand it, 10, 12 years old, you need to take 10 or 15 minutes and go see that exhibit.
I agree.
And we've been lucky here. We've done the Vietnam Wall display before, and we're a very patriotic community. But I really encourage everybody to go down there and take a look at that and get a true understanding of that Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
And it's been housed by some veterans down there, so go down there, ask some questions if you're a youngster or if you're an adult. It's that replica of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier that they have in Arlington, and that is an important thing in itself. In the guards that do that, you have to be the best of the best. You have to train yourself for months, even years, before you're allowed to guard that tomb as a military member. And there is some significance behind that, and it's really a powerful thing to have in Spencer.
And what I learned was I think a lot of us understand the significance of the unknown soldier in that tomb, but really the history of it, that soldier being brought back across the Atlantic, and some of the dimensions and how they built that tomb. So, that's an opportunity everybody here needs to go take.
And it is right behind us, folks. You're down at Heritage Park building. It's basically across from Heritage Park at the lot housed by Castro and Harrison. Thank them, obviously, for doing that and giving of their property to bring that here to Spencer, West Virginia. I agree. It's a powerful thing if you go down there and just take a look and take it in and read up on it and ask some questions, and you'll be very thankful that you did here as you're enjoying the festival. That's one thing I would encourage a lot of people. And yesterday, I had a lot of people stop by here because they were close and didn't know exactly where it was. Some people coming from out of town to see that in itself. So
that's right. So
very cool.
If you got friends coming from out of town, just point them to the community building, what we all refer to.
Yeah.
Of course, all here locally know where Casto and Harris is too. But yeah, go see that. And it's just another aspect of what's turning out to be a great festival.
Well, Josh Downey, our prosecuting attorney, we're going to talk to you in a different light coming tomorrow right before the festival. Josh Downey, have a great morning of work.
All right, go get some pancakes.
He's going to go get the belly full of some Boy Scout and Cub Scout Troop 437 pancakes. Again, folks, they're doing that until 11. That's a long-standing tradition here at the Walnut Festival, and it is a big fundraiser for the Black Walnut Festival for this Boy Scout and Cub Scout Troop 437. Talking with Sherry Douglas Roberts this morning about the importance of this and the importance of scouting, obviously. So while we've got a second, folks, those of you tuning in, appreciate you all joining us. Debbie Hall, thank you. Good morning. And congratulations to, again, Ella Wilson last night. I know you are very proud of Ella. She is the official now, as of last night on Thursday, crowned by the First Lady of Spencer, Carol Williams, and she is going to reign over the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. We are going to have Ella at some point during the weekend. We're going to make sure she stops by our tent, and we're going to talk with Ella Wilson, the newly crowned West Virginia Black Walnut Festival Queen. She'll reign for the year, and they'll have a good time, and there'll be a lot of stuff going on with that. I'm sure we'll be able to talk to her about that. Let's take a look at the schedule now. Today, Friday, October 13th. And if any of this piques your interest, to let us know. If you have any questions about it, we'll try to get that information to you. Coming up this morning at 9 a.m., things are going to get going big time at the Armory, and once again at Spencer Middle School and at Heritage Park. At 9 a.m., open till 6 p.m., it will be the Crafts Show and David Davis one-room school pictures. That will be at the Spencer Armory building. And then down at Spencer Middle School, we have the art and photography show. The Ag 4-H and FFA exhibits will be open to the public. Again, 9 a.m. for that. That'll be open all day until 6 p.m. At Front Street, across from Spencer Middle School, it's the flea market. And again, they've got a ton of vendors for the flea market. I think they ran out of space, in fact, of vendors. So that's over on Front Street on the Alvoid. If you go across from Spencer Middle School, they've got the big footbridge that you can cross. You can park at the lot there right beside the baseball complex at Spencer Middle School and just walk over, or you can drive over to the Alvoid area, try to find yourself some parking if you can, and enjoy the flea market today. At Heritage Park at 9 a.m., it will be the Quilt and Flower Show opening up as well, and so you can go down there and view all of those exhibits with the flowers and the quilts. Beginning at 10 o'clock, a lot of things getting started. They're going to open up the one-room schoolhouse down at Heritage Park for tours, and that will be from 10 a.m. until noon. They will break while the Kids' Day Parade is happening, and then they'll reopen today at the one-room schoolhouse at 1 o'clock, and they will stay open for tours until 4 p.m. Also down at Heritage Park at 10 o'clock this morning, and that will be the Train Depot Museum opening up at Heritage Park for open tours. That will stay open from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. I finally found out what Euro Bungee is. There's 4 separate bungees for the kids, and it's right beside of us to our right, just past where some of the picnic tables are on Court Street. And it looked really fun. A lot of kids were enjoying the Euro Bungee the Euro Bungee fun time there. Also at 10 a.m., and again, that will be from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. over at the Armory, the Mason-Dixon Chainsaw Boys will be carving up some really awesome stuff, and so you can go view them, and you can go buy some stuff off of those guys. They are incredibly talented. Speaking of incredibly talented, we've got the glass blower again back here on the courthouse square. That's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. He's already put together a bunch of items. Now at 10 a.m. they're going to open the information booth. It's an information booth / merchandise tent. So you can go over there. He's got a bunch of those custom-made Black Walnut Festival wine glasses. They've got BWF across them, and those are for this year and this year only. They've also got all of the other merchandise that we talked about during our live remotes the last couple of weeks. They do have the customized and the collectible Fiesta Wear mugs for the Walnut Festival, a beautiful pink color. I can never remember the name of it, peony or something like that. But they've got that. They've got shirts. They've got hats. They've got the flags, all the streamers and everything that they are selling right at the information booth. That's 10 a.m. again this morning. They will be open. At 10 o'clock, as Josh Downey just mentioned, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier down right behind us on the Heritage Park area. It's at the Casto and Harris lot right across from the community building. That is something that I highly recommend people showing up for. That will be open today from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. They'll be again here tomorrow as well. Legacy Foods from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. will be at Heritage Park as well. Again, no ox roast, but they do have food this year as well that they are selling. Now, here comes the big stuff for Friday. At 10:30 a.m., they're going to do the lineup for the Kids Day Parade at 10:30 down at the Save-A-Lot building, or the Save-A-Lot parking lot, which is now owned by Hardman's and will eventually be Hardman's. But right now, it's just a wide open space there at the Save-A-Lot parking lot. They're going to line up the entries for the Kids Day Parade at 10:30 a.m. At 11 o'clock in the morning, back out at the barn, it's going to be a lot of stuff going on. The 4-H and FFA showmanship contest. I know they've already been busy at the barn for the last couple of days doing competitions. They did some entries back on the Wednesday, got their stuff going very, very quickly. And then yesterday, they did the livestock show. So they're doing the livestock showmanship contest today. That starts at 11 a.m. out at the Roane County High School barn on Lick Fork. The food court will open up once again at 11 o'clock this morning. They'll be open from 11 until 8 p.m. today again. We're still not sure. We're waiting to hear, and I don't know if the mayor is up and at it yet, but if he is, he'll let me know for sure about this. The oil derrick down at the Heritage Park building. I know in years past they've tried to get that thing moving and working, so we'll wait and see if that's going to be something that is operational, but that's scheduled for today at some point. Now, at noon, we are going to break away from our position here. We're going to take all of our equipment up to Main Street. We're going to be up on top of the big rollback, and we're going to be right beside the MC, Adam Anderson, as he announces the Kids Day Parade starting at noon. We will live stream the Kids Day Parade. We hope that we have good Wi-Fi up there. Now, we're so happy, and I'll talk about that here in a second. I'm very thankful for the city of Spencer that they got us no more Wi-Fi, no more worrying for us. We are hard lined in. I want to send a special thank you out to the City of Spencer workers, including Erica Moore and Tammy White, who let me barge into the building. They found what I needed to find. They helped me figure out how to run it out of the building. I want to thank Rob Miller 100,000%, because he brought his crew immediately over to us, and not only did they help us run the line, they brought the big bucket truck and they moved our line up into the sky so it's out of everybody's way, and we didn't have to duct tape everything down and watch people walk over it and whatever. So I cannot thank them enough for getting us hard lined in here, so we will not have any more issues, hopefully, with our internet access here. But at noon, we're taking it all away, and we're going out to Main Street, and we're going to cover the Kids Day Parade at noon live on WVRC. After the Kids Day Parade at noon, we've got Dino Roar again. Those shows are always well attended for the kids. That's 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock once again. So 3 separate shows, and that is right beside us on Court Street. And I know that's a very important thing for the kids. They enjoy so very much. The Carnival is open once again today. They're going to open at 1 p.m. They'll be from 1 to 5. Again, they got tickets and wristbands. If you're looking for pricing, I'll probably grab a hold of that, and I will start announcing that. But if you want to know right now what the ticket prices are, all you have to do is go to the Black Walnut Festival Facebook page. You can go to the City of Spencer Facebook page, or you can go to WVRC's Facebook page. We have posted that information very recently on that site, so you can go find all the ticket prices. I know I spoke with Kate Gaynor yesterday, and she was so happy that they were able to negotiate with Cicchetti and get those prices dropped down for the family members here in our area to try to give them something, a little bit of a discount, and still pay the bills for that. So very excited that the carnival is back again this year. 1 to 5 today, and then 6 p.m. to close. A lot on the docket for music today. We're going to talk about the music lineup, 4:30, 6:30, and then 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We'll talk about the acts as we go throughout the day. But that is the lineup for Friday, October 13th here at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Folks, we're going to go live on the radio at the top of the hour at about 8:10. I'm going to break away for just a few seconds. Guess what? I'm going to go get myself some more coffee from Backwood Ramblings, and then I will be back on the Facebook and YouTube side. We hope that you all continue to view. We hope you like and share this video, and please comment and let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you have any questions about anything here at the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival.
smoked meat. And then brisket on top of that. And I'm stuck here on me. That just don't work. All right, we'll swing down and see what happens down at
Well, thank you very much, George. But it is only fair that I get some brisket today because you got the wings yesterday, and I got none of those things. I had to be good yesterday. No longer. I'm going to be bad all day today, food-wise, and I'm going to be hammering food down as the food court gets ready to open up here in a couple of hours. We're looking forward to that. And again, that's when the foot traffic is going to get really, really crazy. I do imagine, though, that since today is the Kids' Day Parade and the lineup starts at 10:30, we're going to start seeing some people milling around because people always like to get the best parking spaces or get the best places to watch. So there's going to be people coming downtown earlier than normal on Wednesdays and Thursdays. It'll be the same thing tomorrow as well. We got a full day of activities here at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival, the 69th annual festival. And we've gone through the list of events for Friday on our YouTube and on our Facebook pages. You can follow us on there. We'll be live streaming throughout the day. We are going to be covering the Kids' Day Parade today. We'll be moving our equipment out at noon to the main street area and up on the rollback. And we'll be right there with the MC, Adam Anderson, as he reads off the names of the Children's Day Parade. And so we'll have that live streamed. Hopefully we have good service up there. I do want to thank the city of Spencer so much. They've done so much for us already here. But yesterday I went in trying to find some hardline internet, and I was able to get the help with Erica Moore, Tammy White there at the City of Spencer building, and, of course, Rob Miller and his crew. They came. They brought the bucket truck. They helped us get our line run, and I'm just so thankful that they did that. We won't have any more issues on our Facebook or YouTube feeds as far as dropping out of service, and I cannot thank them enough for that. They're doing so many other things, and they took the time to help us as well here at the festival. So a lot of things going on today. Let's take a look at some of the events that we got happening right now. The pancake breakfast for Boy Scout Troop 437 is taking place at St. John's United Methodist Church. It's down on Church Street, just about a block off of Main Street, and you'll see all the balloons and signs there for United Methodist in the basement. That's where they are selling their pancake breakfast. Again, big fundraiser for Cub Scouts and Boy Scout Troop 437. We were able to talk with Sherry Douglas Roberts, one of the volunteers and one of the organizers for that group, and talking about some of the things that the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts are wanting to do. And again, it all takes money. So we invite you to go down there. They're open from 7 a.m. till 11 a.m. 9 a.m. here in just about 45 minutes. A lot of things getting going at Spencer Middle School, at Heritage Park, and at the Armory. The craft show and the David Davis one-room school pictures are taking place at the Armory. Spencer Middle School, the art and photography show, the Ag 4-H and FFA exhibits are open for viewing. The flea market will open up on Front Street right across from Spencer Middle School. And at Heritage Park, the Quilt and Flower Show will open up. 10 a.m. to noon, they're going to open up the one-room school tours down at Heritage Park. They'll open once again from 1 to 4 after the Kids' Day Parade. At 10 o'clock, wine glasses are fantastic, folks, and they've got a bunch of them right there at the information table. One of the things we were talking about this morning with Josh Downey is you got to go see the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. If you haven't gone and seen it, take some time. I know it's a great fun festival, but that's a very important thing to go down there and see. Go talk with the people, the veterans that are running that, ask some questions, and go see that amazing thing that we have here in Spencer. That's open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. here today. The Kids' Day Parade lineup begins at 10:30 over the Save-A-Lot parking lot, so make sure you get yourselves ready for that if you have entered into the Kids' Day Parade. At 11 a.m., that's when the food gets rolling. We got somebody right beside us, too, and we're going to talk about food with really soon. And so the food court opens at 10 o'clock. They'll be open throughout the day until 8 o'clock. Also, out at the 4-H barn, at Rowan County High School at 11 a.m. The showmanship contest is taking place. At noon, the Kids' Day Parade right through downtown Spencer. At 1, 3, and 5 p.m., the Dino Roar Show will take place. The carnival is open from 1 to 5, and again from 6 p.m. until close. And again, live music on the main stage, 4:30 to 6:30, and 7 to 9. We'll talk about the musicians. We'll talk about everything that's going on individually as we go through. We want to thank our sponsor for this half hour of content. This guy is becoming a mainstay here at WVRC. I think if Jason Miles Bennett with 304 getting piggy with it doesn't continue to smoke meat, then we'll just hire him on as a DJ up at the radio station. Jason, you've gotten quite familiar with us, and I want to thank you, number one. Jason came over this morning, and yes, I am going to brag, George. I had a really nice succulent piece of brisket laying here waiting for me when I got back from Backwoods. Thank you so much for that, by the way.
You got to start the morning off right. Well, starting it off right with a nice slab of juicy, fatty brisket.
Oh my gosh! I got one bite in before we came on the air, and I'm looking forward to the other part of it. Very, very good, by the way. Number one, I asked Josh Downey this morning, how are you feeling this morning after that last-second debauchery in the Mountaineer game? I got to ask.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he brought it up to me, and I just couldn't. West Virginia fans alike have to mourn together sometimes.
Well, I will say this. Dana Holgerson finally won a big game, but it was against WVU.
Oh, man, that was so...
Out of all the big games he could have ever won in his tenure with us, he chooses to go somewhere else and beat us with a big game. And,
yeah.
Hats off to both teams.
Yeah.
It was... I listened to it. I had it streaming over there, and it was up, and it sounded like a great ball game, and I would love to sit and watch. But, it comes back to discipline on that. We got to get better at being
disciplined about some certain things, yeah.
The 15-yard penalty right there at the end on the kickoff, that set them up.
Yeah.
If they didn't run it back, we give them the 15 yards.
Yep.
We give them, that right there was, I think that was the game changer.
Yeah, as a Mountaineer fan, the gut punches are just all too often. We just feel those. But a lot of people talking about it last night. I watched the press conference afterwards, and Neil Brown was highly perturbed by another one of those helmet-off situations. But, again, a very fun game up until then. But we're not here to talk about Mountaineer football losing again.
I'm going to add one more thing to that while we're here on the air. I want you to do me a favor.
Okay.
When the day comes that I pass on, I want you to bring back 6 of the Neil Brown era players to be my pallbearers.
Why is that?
That way they can let me down one last time.
I knew it was coming. Jason Miles Bennett, who is here, and he is in good spirits, folks. He's been here since the first day. And, Jason, you've been cooking up some food all throughout the first couple of days. Today is a big day, though. You know what's coming today now after last year. You know today and tomorrow are going to be wild and nutty, and you've prepared yourself for that today, and you're preparing yourself for that tomorrow as well. I expect it's been a good time for you already, though, here at the festival this year.
It has been, man. This is always a fun festival. My second year doing it. Last year, I can't say it was fun. It was an adventure. But this year, it's fun. Yeah. I knew what to expect. I knew what I was getting into when I did it. When I got the call, got the letter from the mayor, I was like, yes. I had to think about it. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's no question about it. This, I love this festival. Just the people and everything that, the city, the town, everything that everybody does. You mentioned, Mr. Miller there a little bit ago. Above and beyond.
Yes.
Anywhere I've ever been, set up. I mean, these guys, you ask for something, and they make it happen. And it might not happen right now, but it is going to happen. Yeah. Just the welcoming of the city, the county, being a former Panther from next door, still the open arms and everything. So, it's a great event. I love coming out and, just, talking to people, and that's what I get the most out of it. The fellowship and Yeah, I've said this. I told you before we sat down. So, man, I'm gonna have to find something else to talk about because I'm sure the people who listen to my half hour, like, okay, we've heard everything he's going to say yesterday, so we're going to click on.
Well, one thing that they're not going to have heard is what I'm getting ready to talk about, and we're talking with Jason Miles Bennett of the 304 Getting Piggy with It, the smoker that you brought here again. It's a massive smoker, by the way, if people haven't seen it. But this is year 2 for you, and I ask people all the time. I ask my other advertisers when they come on. I ask anybody that comes over here, and I always ask them, what's your favorite food at the festival every year? Do you have a favorite every year? Or what is your plans when you go from day to day? Do you ever foresee yourself as one of those vendors that's long-time vendor here? I mean, we've got the funnel cake people. Everybody knows DeRusso's. Everybody knows the funnel cake. Everybody knows Husky's ice cream. These are things that have been here for a long time. Do you ever foresee yourself as just being another one of those, hey, Getting Piggy with It's one of my favorites?
As long as I'm allowed to come back and I'm healthy enough to do it, I'll be here.
Fantastic.
I'll as long as I'm able to, stay up the hours that we stay up and remain healthy doing it. I'd like to be a part of the festival for as long as they'll allow me to be here.
And as long as the heart stays strong, being a Mountaineer fan, you never really know how that's going to go.
We just can't play. We're going to have to start scheduling the football games around the Black Walnut Festival.
We have an off week.
Yeah, we need to have an off week. Definitely no Thursday night games.
Oh no, not for you guys.
No. We just need to start scheduling the football schedule around this festival, and can't have no heartache.
Well, Jason, what's on the menu today? I know yesterday you had switched a couple things around. What do you got for us today?
So everything stayed the same. I'm going to do the hash brown casserole and mac and cheese. The corn, not a real big hit. And that's fine. This is a cheat day. It's a vegetable, right?
Yeah.
So, everybody's like, oh, corn.
No.
Doesn't give me the stuff that's going to clog my arteries and, make me skip a beat. So, we're doing the mac and cheese, hash brown casserole, and the baked beans. Keeping the wings, and the ribs, and the pulled pork, and, the cat's out of the bag.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, it's fine, perfectly fine. Actually, Brian Hughes got us on that this morning for the 6:55 weather update.
Nice.
So he kind of if anybody's watching Brian this morning on the weather, he let the cat out of the bag. But we did add brisket. I got 60-pound of brisket over there ready to go. So we're stocked, we're ready. You hit hard yesterday, Spencer. I thought I was ready, but 6:30, I'm like, I'm out of this, I'm out of that. But that's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, the cat's out of the bag because Jason just brought brisket, and I'm the first, I think, to try it, other than him maybe. And it is unbelievable, and the brisket's going to go fast because I think brisket's one of the favorite meats that people smoke these days. And so you've got it for now, and you're opening at 11. I want to know how long it takes for that stuff to sell out. That's what I want to know.
I will let you know because I wish I could keep it, readily available at all times. But, a good brisket smokes 16, 18 hours. That stuff went on yesterday at 3 o'clock.
Yep.
So, and it come off this morning about 7. So, it takes a while.
Yeah.
So, and with everything else that we want to offer, the fan favorites, the mac and cheese.
Yep.
I hate it when somebody comes up, hey, come over here for some mac and cheese, and I got to look at them and say, I don't have it. That makes me feel let down. So we've stocked up. We've got I got 6 pans of the mac and cheese and 6 pans of the hash browns right now. So I'm hoping I can stay ahead of it, throughout the day.
Well, if you can, here's the deal, folks. First come, first serve. So you got to get down here. 11 o'clock is when he's going to be slinging it, and so you better be down here. I would say more often than not, you're going to need to get here before 3 or 4 o'clock because that stuff's going to start to run out quickly. Jason Miles Bennett with 304 Getting Piggy with It. Thank you so much for joining us once again today. We're going to talk with you again tomorrow, buddy, and see how you're progressing through the Walnut Festival this year.
I will say this year, I'm in better spirits every day. I didn't come over here looking like a whipped rag doll this morning, dragging. I'm dragging a little bit, don't get me wrong.
Yep.
But, my eyes I'm not having to have toothpicks holding my eyes open, and So it's a little bit better prepared this year.
You seem a little more spry this year. So
yeah, you got a little bit more energy, a little bit of pep in the step this year.
Well, folks, don't forget, come down at 11 o'clock. That's when the food court opens. And again, stop by our buddy Jason Miles Bennett with 304 Getting Piggy with it. He's got brisket today, so you better get down there and get it here at the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Going to send it back up to the studio, George, and we'll check in at the bottom half of the 8 o'clock hour. Been playing around with these things. Accidentally opened them. Like, geez, what's wrong with me? Oh, gosh. Okay, so now everybody out there in Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to show you this just because I'm going to be mean about it. Oh, guess who gets the first brisket? Mm-hmm. That would be me. Oh. And people have to sit here and listen to me smack my lips while I'm on the air. Oh, gosh. How long do you smoke this?
That was about 15, 16 hours.
Oh.
At between 200 and 225. The brisket's got to go low and slow. And the bad part about it is it'd be nice if you just put it on and let it smoke the whole time, but brisket will stall out on you.
Mm-hmm.
It'll hit a certain temperature and then just freeze. So you got to pull it, wrap it to get the heat moving again. And then you got to unwrap it and put it back on. So I mean, there's a little bit that goes in. It's a labor intensive.
It is, obviously.
Yeah, but it's well worth the reward in the end.
The outcome is worth all of that. People tell me, sorry, I am slamming this right now. Sorry. People tell me that it is one of the most labor intensives, and it's not like brisket was not intentionally like a high quality cut of meat. But people have found over the years that it is some of the best if you do it that way.
Yep, it is. Brisket, and another one of those hidden gems is the pork belly. A lot of people don't, they just think, oh, pork belly, bacon. Pork belly, if you can get the whole slab of it, it's one of those ones that everybody's like, okay, nothing but bacon. But no, it will turn out to be a beautiful smoked commodity as well. And it's not so labor intensive, but the brisket and the pork belly, the thing about those are you can ruin them so quick.
Yeah.
And they're a fairly expensive cut of meat to take a chance on ruining it. And it's, it's like you said, it's labor intensive. You've got to keep a close eye on it because, you're looking at 3 degrees, 4 degrees. If you miss it by 4 degrees, you've ruined the whole piece of meat.
And in that manner, you need to know your smoker, right? You need to know how it distributes heat, how you put the heat to it, and make it stay that level. There's a science to smoking. Smoking meats. I've found that I'm not any good at it, but I got buddies who are trying it, buddies who are better than others. And when you get to this level, when you're out and about selling this stuff in your product and you're getting into competitions, you have to have done this long enough to know. You can't think. You got to know and be confident in what your abilities are with your smoker.
Yep. And especially at this level, doing this with the menu that we offer. Now, if it was just a couple meats, it wouldn't be that big. But you got to strategize around, okay, 4 hours on the wings, 18 hours on the brisket, 2 hours on the beans and the sides, and you got to keep up with everything.
Yeah.
You got to place it here, place it there, know when this is coming off. As soon as that comes off, what's going back in its place. And, you got to go with the flow of the day and just kind of see what's selling.
Yeah.
If ribs are going strong, then whatever you pull off, you got to replace it with some ribs.
Yeah, you got to be prepared for that, for sure.
And I never thought in high school years ago when they were talking about science and chemistry and all that. I said, "There's no way that I will ever use any of this." And now, here I am, and it's what it is. It's a chemistry of blending a bunch of stuff together to get what you like, and it's a science in trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
I never thought chemistry and science would ever do me any good, but here I am now, and yeah, Raider fans, we did have those things in Clay County. I can hear you now. So,
yeah, just because it was across the county line, they did also have that stuff as well. I tell you, what I've really enjoyed is the rivalry that has always been Roane County and Clay County, let alone Spencer and Clay County and Walton. But it's become a really healthy rivalry over the last few years. Obviously, it took tragedy to do that, and I hated to have that happen. But it was getting pretty out of control for a while, and now I see these young kids as they interact with each other inside and outside of the ball games, and it's definitely changed. It's still a rivalry.
Oh, absolutely.
But it has definitely changed for a more healthy version of it.
Well, the rivalry now it's a friendly rivalry. You know, when you're on the field, it's a rivalry.
Yes.
But when the last whistle blows, the sound of the horn, everybody takes the helmets off. We're shaking hands, we're hugging. You know, and it's back to the hey buddy.
Yeah.
You know, 5 minutes ago, it's hard to tell what I was telling you when I was staring at you across the line. But now it's, you know, handshakes and hugs and hats off to you, and that's what it's all about.
During the game, things you wouldn't say in front of your mother. That's and then
Right.
afterwards, it's all said and it's all good. Folks, we're here with our sponsor for this half-hour content, Jason Miles Bennett, and he brought me some brisket. Again, if you're looking for an idea of things you want to eat today, I highly recommend you get here early. They open at 11 o'clock for the food court, and the brisket is on, and the brisket is fantastic, and the brisket won't be there long. I'm telling you, I am a prophet when it comes to meat. And I'm pretty sure you're going to run out of brisket faster than any other meat today. I would assume that. So if you guys are wanting some brisket today, you better come get it earlier than later, or you're going to get that sad face from Jason, and he's going to be like, "I'm sorry, guys, it's out."
And I hate saying that. That burns me more than anything. That gets to me is, you know, to know that somebody put off, you know, walk by all these other excellent vendors,
Yes.
you know, to come down, and then I have to, I'm sorry. You know, and I hate that. You know, I wish I had the magic ball that, you know, I knew exactly how many people was going to come.
And exactly what they were going to eat.
Right. You know, and I'm a crowd pleaser. I like making, you know, everybody happy, and just to be able to, you know, tell somebody, hey, don't have it.
Yeah.
You know, you should have got here earlier. Well, I don't know what their circumstances were, you know. So, but, you know, like Drew said, come out early, come see us, you know, and just, you know, enjoy, have a good time.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, there's plenty of others here.
Yeah.
You know, I had the girl working for my cousin Kaylee. She was sitting there with me yesterday. She said, "I want a Philly cheesesteak." I turned around and looked, and out of all things that's here to eat, I said, "I want a grilled cheese." And she's like, "What?" I want a grilled cheese. So she's okay. So she went over and got me a grilled cheese. You know, it's a grilled cheese, but it's good.
Yeah.
You know, it's from the simplest of the grilled cheese all the way up to the hibachi.
Yeah.
You know, the fried veggies. You know, everything here that I've had is top notch.
Everybody likes to hone their craft, and that's why we've got some of the best vendors here year in and year out. And I'm so glad this is year 2 for you, Jason. And I hope you're one of those vendors in the many years to come that people look forward to and knowing is coming. I didn't know you were coming back this year, and now I'm glad you did. Not just because you brought me brisket, I'm just you know, but we have a good time with Jason on the air. Folks, stay with us. I'm going to take a quick break here. We've got another vendor coming up here in the next half hour. We're going to stay live on our YouTube and Facebook pages. We're going to go live on the radio here in about 10 minutes. But Jason, with 304 getting piggy with it again, thank you so much, and have another wonderful day here at the festival.
Drew, I thank you again. Spencer, Roane County, thanks for having us. We appreciate it. We love coming up here, and just, you know, come see us and let us know what you think.
The man loves to smoke meat, and he's good at it, folks. So we invite you to stop up here at 11 o'clock. That's when the vendors are open in the food court, and come down here and get you some really, really good food. Brisket today. Brisket today. All right, we'll be back in just a second, guys.
And tomorrow.
And tomorrow. That was so good. All right, welcome back, everybody. We appreciate you having stuck with us here. Took a little bit of a break there, had to do some maintenance, and had some people we had to talk to about some stuff, but we're here, and it is on Friday today, the day of the festival number 3, the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Appreciate George for chiming in there. Martha White, you're wondering who the out-of-town folks could contact about purchasing seats for the Grand Parade since they're unable to be there as early as the setup takes. So definitely call the city building. I know one of the people, I know that the wrestlers are going to be selling the chairs on Saturday mornings as they do every single year. So there's going to be chairs for sale on Saturday morning for the Grand Parade, but you have to be there very, very early to get those chairs that are going to be on sale from the wrestling team. So other than that, definitely the city building would be where you'd need to contact to find out as far as getting a chair for Saturday on the Grand Parade. And again, don't forget, folks, if you cannot make it into the town of Spencer for the Grand Parade on Saturday, do not fret. We will be covering it live on WVRC right here on our Facebook and YouTube streams. So we'll have that information for you as well. Wanted to thank our sponsor for this half hour of content, both the City of Spencer, the Black Walnut Festival, and Budget Appliances. If you've not been over to Budget Appliances, you are missing out. A great little business here in downtown Spencer, right on Main Street there, and right just past, it's right in the middle of Main Street between the T-Mobile building and former Barsh Opticians, so it's right smack in the dab in the middle of that. Good parking off of Church Street there, and you can come over and see Bob and see what he has. Always getting great deals on remitted furniture, and I tell you what, I've got still to this day a king-size bed that I bought off of him, and this has now been 7 years ago, and it is awesome. And so you definitely want to go see Budget Appliances, and you can find great deals at Budget Appliances. So we want to thank Bob and Budget Appliances. We want to thank the City of Spencer and the Black Walnut Festival. I had a great conversation with Jason Miles Bennett there from 304, getting piggy with us, talking about year 2 at the festival here, and being much more prepared and excited about it. And again, folks, he's got brisket, and I got a chance to try a little bit of it already. So I am a first tester of the day, and I know at 11 o'clock, watch out, folks. It's going to be crazy at the food court over on Market Street, and that's where everybody, of course, is set up for that big, full schedule of events here on this Friday, and we're going to talk about all that here in just a second. We're going to go live on the radio, though, first, and we're going to get ready to go here in just a second. So hang with us as we set up and get ready to call the station.
You must have lost service or something, because I had you on hold and it just went away.
Yeah, I had to take care of a couple things there. We're ready to go now. Beautiful. Just a gorgeous day out there in Facebook and YouTube land. While we're getting ready to go on the radio, we invite you to please like and share our video if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Either way, the shares help for sure. The likes help for sure. And let us know on the comment section where you're watching from. If you have any comments, you have any questions, we'll try to get the answers to you as quickly as possible. And just let us know you're watching. Let us know where you're coming from. If you're planning on coming to the festival, let us know of any memories you have. We love hearing from the audience. And do not be afraid to just type in a comment. Make sure it's, worthy of staying on the comment section. I don't want to be permabanning people during the Black Walnut Festival, so make sure it's in good taste. But let us know your favorite memories of the Walnut Festival. I'm always liking to hear who likes what as far as the food court. So let us know what your favorite food is from the festival.
30 seconds.
Going on in about 30 seconds, folks. Again, City of Spencer, Black Walnut Festival Committee, And Budget Appliance, the half-hour sponsor for this half hour of content. Up next, we'll have Poca Valley Bank at 9:30. Got a full day of sponsors here today.
10 seconds, put me down. Also went down, she had me at Edge, Carolina, here at Mountain Country. 106.70 is 9/11, 54 degrees here in the hill. And swing downtown, check in with my good buddy Andrew Miller at the 69th West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Take it away, Drew.
Well, appreciate you, George. And I tell you what, the sun is starting to pop up above the buildings here in downtown Spencer. I heard you say 54 degrees. It already feels warmer than that. We have been treated. God has pumped some really nice weather into the festival this year, and that is always a joy. You never know what's going to happen with weather. I know that people have been watching the forecast for Saturday, obviously worried about a little bit of rain. We think that the latest AccuWeather forecast is going to be favorable for Saturday. There may be some passing showers, but we think a lot of that's going to happen early or overnight, and we should have pretty good weather for the Grand Parade on Saturday and that fourth day of the festival leading into Sunday. But we are here for day 3 on this Friday morning. It's a gorgeous day, and we invite people to get ready to come out to the festival. It is 9 o'clock, and things are starting to open up now at the festival. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. We want to thank our sponsors for this half hour of content. Obviously, the City of Spencer, Black Walnut Festival Committee, and Budget Appliances. Bob Runyon over there with Budget, he does such a great job of finding the best deals on the best types of furniture. You can get bedding, you can get sofas, chairs, recliners, you can get ottomans, you can get tables, you can get anything that you really would think to need for your house or home, and that guy is always working on that to find the best deals on furniture. So we appreciate him as a sponsor as well. Lots of stuff going to be happening here today. And again, we are at the 9 o'clock hour. So right now, the craft show and the David Davis one-room school pictures are open at the Armory. At Spencer Middle School, the art and photography show, the Ag 4-H and FFA exhibits are open. The flea market is open over on Front Street right across from Spencer Middle School. The Quilt and Flower Show is open at Heritage Park Community Building. Here in just about 45 minutes at 10 o'clock, you're going to have the one-room schoolhouse tours open, the Train Depot Museum. They're going to start doing Euro Bungee right over here on Court Street. If you got kids coming out, I know that the kids are off school today, so it's going to be a great day to bring them out early and get things going. Also at 10 a.m. at the Armory, the Mason-Dixon boys, the chainsaw artists are going at it, the information booth and the merchandise tent right beside of us here on Church Street will be open. So if you have any extra questions for them, if you want to get those collectible Fiesta-ware mugs, those are available. The glass blower is open at 10, and he's already filled up the merchandise tent and the information booth with those custom-made wine glasses with Black Walnut Festival on them. That's going on. And again, we were talking this morning as Josh Downey just popped by, our prosecuting attorney, and he made a call out to people saying, with all the fun going around with the festival, and it is a fun time, you need to take some time, please. We invite you to go down to view the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, the replica that we have here in the city of Spencer for the festival. That's down just across from Heritage Park Building at that little lot that's owned by Casto and Harris. That's a really neat thing to go see, very powerful. Go down there, ask some questions, and see what that is all about. That opens again today at 10 o'clock in the morning. At 10:30 a.m. today, that is when they are taking the Kids Day Parade lineup starting. That will be down at the old Save-A-Lot building parking lot. Now is owned by Hardman's, and that's where Hardman's is eventually going to move to. But the Save-A-Lot's location down there, the big parking lot, that is where they're going to do the lineup at 10:30 a.m. for the Kids Day Parade that begins at noon. At 11 a.m. out at the 4-H barn at Lick Fork on the opposite side of Roane County High School, they're doing the showmanship contest beginning at 11 o'clock. Food court, again, opening at 11 o'clock again today. The big Kids Day Parade at noon, right through the middle of town. And then at 1 o'clock, they'll start the Dino Roar shows. There'll be 3 of those again today, 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. The carnival, open 1 to 5 today. They'll close from 5 to 6. They'll be back open from 6 p.m. to close. And then we have live music on the main stage coming up here this afternoon, 4:30 to 6:30, and then 7 to 9 p.m. We'll be talking about that as we go throughout the afternoon. But we appreciate everyone who has tuned in to us on the radio side of things. Again, if you have any questions or comments, make sure you follow us on our platforms, YouTube and Facebook. We are live throughout the day here at the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. That is the list of events that we have going on here. Friday, October 13th, we have a full day scheduled here, and it is a beautiful day in downtown Spencer, West Virginia. We'll send it back up to you, George. We're going to check in again at the bottom half of the 9 o'clock hour from the Walnut Festival in downtown Spencer. Back to you, George. All right, those of you out in Facebook and YouTube land, we wanted to talk about the musical acts that will be taking the stage here this afternoon on day 3 of the festival. We said 4:30 to 6:30 p.m., and again, that'll be after the Kids Day Parade closes out and after a bunch of things take place. 4:30 today, it's going to be Parachute Brigade, and they are a very interesting band, according to Brett Wilson. Seen them a few times, he said, and they are a very good band, very eclectic type of music that they play. And so we look forward to Parachute Brigade taking the stage today at 4:30. They'll play from 4:30 until 6:30 p.m. Following that, it's going to be Dangerfield from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. A couple of local members of that band, and they have been playing in different bands and in different iterations for many, many years. They play a whole host of different types of 70s, 80s, rock, 90s, all sorts of Southern rock, different types of music. And they will take the stage again this evening from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Also, if you're looking for music and you're looking for some gospel music, do not forget, folks, it is no longer Saturday night for the Gospel Sing. It is now Friday night for the Gospel Sing, as we spoke with David Bowen yesterday once again. At 7 o'clock, it's going to be Mike Upright over at Faith Baptist Church. You go out Arnoldsburg Road, and just about a quarter of the way up Bowers Hill on the left, that's where Faith Baptist Church is. That is the Friday night Gospel Sing with Mike Upright and David and Sheila Bowen, not to be confused with the one on Sunday, and that is another Gospel Sing on the front lawn of the courthouse from 1 to 5. But again, Friday night, 7 o'clock is when that Gospel Sing begins for people who are interested in that. Don't forget, folks, we will be at Braxton County tonight. Roane County Raider football on the air at 6:30 p.m. That's our scheduled pregame, and the game is set for 7 o'clock p.m. That was adjusted earlier this week, so no longer 7:30. It is a 7 p.m. opening kick this evening for the festival. While we've got a minute, let's transition into Saturday. I know a lot of people asking about the weekend schedule. We went through Friday, so Saturday morning, right off the bat at 9 o'clock in the morning, they are going to start lining up for the Grand Parade. It's going to be a huge parade, and that takes a long time to get everybody together. I think the last count we had was 12 marching bands is going to be in, so a huge amount of participation this year in the Grand Parade. The lineup will take place at 9 o'clock in the morning over towards Handy Mart. They'll wrap around, of course, the COA building and Washington Park. So if you're wanting to get into town tomorrow morning, we would highly suggest you come in early. If you try to come to town at like 11:30, folks, you're probably not going to get into town. You're probably going to be stuck in traffic. So if you want to get to town tomorrow morning for the parade, we would highly recommend coming in before 10 o'clock, even if you can. But you'll be cutting it close if you're moving back to 11 or so, because there will be a lot of traffic. Tomorrow morning, also 9 o'clock, that's when a lot of things get opened again. The craft show and David Davis one-room school picture store at the Armory open. The quilt and flower show down behind us at the Heritage Park building is open. And the flea market, again, will be open at 9 o'clock tomorrow over on Front Street across from Spencer Middle School. all that will stay open until 6 o'clock on Saturday. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Spencer Middle School, the Art and Photography Show and the Ag 4-H and FFA exhibits are going to be going on. Live music again from 10 a.m. to noon tomorrow on the main stage. Smith and Wilson will be taking the stage right before and leading up to the Grand Parade. And the Grand Parade, of course, at noon tomorrow. Also, 10 a.m., opening up some other things, the one-room schoolhouse tours. They'll be open until noon and back again at 2, and they'll open from 2 to 4. Euro Bungee and the information booth opening at 10 a.m. They'll be open until 4 and 6 p.m. respectively. The glass blower will be open again tomorrow, as will the chainsaw artists, the Mason-Dixon boys. They'll be over at the Armory again from 10 to 6 on Saturday. From 11 to 5 p.m., the carnival opens, so they're opening a couple hours earlier on Saturday, 11 to 5. They'll stay closed 5 to 6 and then open again at 6 o'clock until the end of the day. Again, the festival food court will be open tomorrow at 11 a.m. They may have them open a little bit earlier tomorrow. We'll wait and see, just because of the amount of foot traffic that we will have here in our small community on Saturday morning. The Dino Roar shows will continue tomorrow on Saturday, 1 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 o'clock p.m. From 2 to 4, you can pick up your Ag, 4-H, and FFA exhibits at Spencer Middle School from 2 to 5. The Train Depot Museum is open, and then there is live music on the main stage from 2 p.m. all the way into the end of the evening. Of course, 2 to 4 it'll be Jack and Davis Reed. Very hilarious and good act there. The Jeremy Short Band, one of the better bluegrass pickers in the area. His band will take the stage 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. And then from 7 to 9, the band Zona Hester taking the stage. That is the musical lineup. Of course, the band and majorette competition going on at Roane County High School at County Stadium. That will be Saturday afternoon at 3:15 p.m. A lot of those bands that will be marching in the parade will be heading out to Roane County High School and participating in that. And, of course, at 6:30 p.m. on Saturday evening, the 4-H and FFA livestock sale that will be streamed live on WVRC's YouTube and Facebook channels. And again, that's such a great thing. We're so excited to be able to do this year, our first time ever covering that event. If we transition into Sunday, the final day of the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the craft show, the Dave Davis one-room schoolhouse pictures, the art and photography show, and the flea markets are open. And the annual 5K Nut Run and Walk, the registration begins Sunday at 10:15 for that. The actual race will begin at 11 a.m. The car show registration over at the Walmart parking lot will begin at 11 o'clock. The registration will go from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. The show is 11 to 3, and they'll give out the awards after that. And again, we'll be talking with Jack Garrett Ford representatives here this afternoon about the car show that is coming up on Sunday. Of course, the food court is open at noon on Sunday, and they'll be open for quite a while, usually until about 4 or 5, depending on how many people continue to show up to get their food for the last day of the show. Lots of pickups for the end of the day, noon to 1. You can pick up your quilt show entries at Heritage Park. That's on Sunday, of course. The Gospel Sing on the front lawn of the courthouse, and again, hosted by David and Sheila Bowen. They'll have a lot of musical acts. Dave hopefully will be back around here at some point today to remind us of all the people who will be at the Gospel Sing 1 to 5 Sunday at the Courthouse Square. Of course, the carnival will be open again on Sunday from 11 p.m. to around 4 p.m., and that's about what we've got on the schedule for the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. So many things to cover, so many things going on, and we want to say thank you again to our exclusive sponsor for our content for this half hour, City of Spencer, the Black Walnut Festival Committee, and Budget Appliances, and an opportunity for us to thank our sponsors as per usual. We've got another half hour of content coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to break away for just a few seconds here on our YouTube and Facebook live feeds. Stay with us, though, folks. And again, please please share this video. And on top of that, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know you're watching. Let us know you're watching from. If you got any questions, any comments, always we're looking for We're looking for your favorite memories of the festival. Love hearing from people who have come in for many years, who have lived here for many years, or people who are watching from far away and cannot make it this year but do have fond memories of the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Let us know your memories. Let us know what your favorite thing is. Let us know your favorite food. That's what I want to know from people, what they like to eat when they come to the festival every single year. So we're going to sit it away for a bit. We'll check in at the top half, or the bottom half, sorry, of the 9 o'clock hour. And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our live feed here at the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival, the 69th annual. My name is Andrew Miller. We're here with you all day today. We have been here since Wednesday morning, bright and early. We'll be here with you all the way through Sunday of the festival. We appreciate everyone joining us today. We invite you to like and share this video and comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know you're enjoying what we're doing. Let us know if you have any memories, fond memories of the Walnut Festival, if you're planning to come this year, if you have any questions about what is taking place at the festival this year. We want to thank our new sponsors for this half hour of content on the radio side and on Facebook and YouTube. City of Spencer, the Black Walnut Festival Committee, and Poca Valley Bank. Poca Valley Bank, I tell you what, it is a wonderful place to bank. We do a lot of our work with them as well. Very happy that they are in our community as well. We're going to go live on the radio here in just a bit. We're going to talk a little bit about some giveaways that we have in the next couple of days. So we got some wristbands for the carnival. We got some T-shirts. We've got some Raider cards that are good to give away for many different businesses here in town. George, what do we got here? About 4 minutes. Is that good? Beautiful. That will work perfectly. Thank you. Thank you. Well, while we're waiting to go live on the radio, those of you out in Facebook and YouTube land, you can start to see the sun creeping up above the buildings here. The shadows are drawing nearer to us, and the sun's going to be out nice and bright. I tell you what, it is going to be another glorious day here for the festival. We expect nothing but perfect weather today. There was a little bit of rain in the forecast for tomorrow. We think that it's going to pass through overnight mostly, and maybe some very small passing showers throughout the morning and then in the afternoon tomorrow. It should not dampen the spirits of the festival. We expect the parade will be just fine. We're going to cover the parade again live here on our feeds. We will shut down our equipment from our vantage point here at about 11:30 today. We will move our equipment up to Main Street and up on the rollback, and we'll get ourselves prepared for the Kids Day Parade. We'll stream that live on the station at noon. And then we'll come back here to our tent between Court and Church Streets. We'll do the same thing tomorrow for the Grand Parade. We will go up until about 11:30 tomorrow right here, and then we'll transition our equipment back up to Main Street for the Grand Parade, and we'll cover that as well on Saturday. One other thing we want to be very excited about, and we are now, for the first time, first year ever, covering the 4-H FFA Livestock Sale. That'll be Saturday night at 6:30 p.m. We're just hanging tight here. We're going to be on the radio side here in just a bit. There's a chance to talk about some of these giveaways. It's a very nice Friday morning weather-wise, and we're starting to see some of the activities getting going here. Starting to see some more busy bees moving around, getting set up. Got to thank our sponsors for this half hour. Again, City of Spencer, West Virginia Black Walnut Festival Committee, and Poca Valley Bank. $1:10, and we will be on the radio. Hang tight with us. Those of you out there with the eyes open on Facebook and YouTube. I gotta say hi to whoever it was on YouTube that said hi. Always difficult when you can't tell. The profile name is not near what a name would be for anybody, just some letters. So hello to whoever it is from YouTube that's tuning in. Appreciate you. Martha, I hope you got your question answered at the city building at 1640. Again, we know that of course, the wrestlers are going to be selling seats for the Grand Parade tomorrow morning. They'll be out early in the morning selling those seats. all the way up and down Main Street. Any other seats available? You have to ask about that with the city building.
10 seconds, putting you down.
All righty, George. Thank you.
Old Dominion Memory Lane here at 104.7. It is 9:40. That temperature's climbing up a little bit. Time to swing downtown, check in with my buddy Drew. He is broadcasting live from 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Take it away, Drew.
Well, George, I heard you mention Old Dominion and Memory Lane. I've been asking people to comment on our Facebook and YouTube videos. Give us your favorite memories of the Black Walnut Festival. We've seen some good ones. We're always looking for comments on those videos. We like the shares and the likes and the comments and letting us know where you're watching us from when you're watching online. And, of course, we'd love to hear memories from people about festivals of past and things that people are wanting to do this year and food preferences and all that stuff. We're having a great time down here on day 3 of the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival, including having a good time here at the festival. We've got some stuff to give away. We haven't mentioned that on the radio, but those of you out there in Radio Land, we have got a lot of stuff to give away here at our tent on the corner of Court and Church Streets downtown in Spencer for the festival. Number one, we want to thank Will's Towing and Recovery. They brought us some Black Walnut Festival shirts to give away, and this is easy to do giveaways for these Black Walnut Festival shirts. In fact, if I'd like to give one away right now, I will. I would like to say anybody out there in Radio Land who hears us on the radio, and the first person to come down to our booth, our tent is right between Court and Church Streets, diagonally across from the city building. The first person to come down here to our booth and say, hey, heard you on the radio, you get your choice of Black Walnut Festival t-shirts. We've got a couple of gold ones, a couple of orange ones, a brown one, and we've got a neon green Black Walnut Festival t-shirt we'd love to give you for that. We also have a giveaway of Raider cards. If you guys don't know what the Raider discount cards are, the football team went around yesterday to town selling Raider discount cards. Those are the cards that have businesses on the back of them that you can take these cards for the full year and redeem these cards for discounts at different businesses. And some of the businesses this year on the Raider cards: La Finca Mexican Grill, Slate Auto, Tire and Auto, the Front Porch Restaurant, Dairy Queen, Spencer Handy Mart, NV Tan and Graphics, Backwood Ramblings, Pizza Hut, Phoenix Nutrition, Forget Me Not, McDonald's, and Garden Fresh Market. So we have 3 of those Raider cards that we're going to be giving away today and tomorrow. And also a big giveaway, again, Will's Towing and Recovery, so generous of their time and effort for us. They have given us some armband passes to Cicchetti Family Amusements. So the carnival passes, we have those to give away. We're going to do trivia questions for those. You have to stick with us on our YouTube and our Facebook channels if you want to find out the answers to the trivia questions and how you can win armband passes. Those are good. Each ticket is good for 1 armband. So for one of the sessions that you can get in for free to the carnival. And I know a lot of families are looking for those, so make sure you stay tuned to us on our YouTube and Facebook channels. You'll find out how you can win, and you may be the lucky winner of the trivia questions that we do for the armbands. Lots of stuff to give away here. Again, we're giving away a Black Walnut Festival t-shirt right now to the first person who comes to our booth and says, heard you on the radio. We'll be doing that each time until we get rid of all of our Walnut Festival t-shirts. Also, we're going to do the Raider discount cards throughout the afternoon. And again, we will be giving away through our Facebook and YouTube channels some armband free tickets to the carnival. It's a great day. The weather is going to be perfect. It's going to cooperate with us. And again, we want to thank everyone who has tuned in with us throughout the last couple of days. We'll be with you throughout. Don't forget, folks, we are covering some live events here at the festival. Noon today, we will be covering and live streaming the Kids Day Parade at noon. Tomorrow, the Grand Parade we'll be covering as well at noon. And our big announcement this weekend, we're so excited that for the first time we will be live streaming the 4-H and FFA livestock sale tomorrow night, and that is at 6:30. Out at the FFA barn on Lake Fork, side of Roane County High School. Big schedule of events coming up today. Some things that are getting ready to go on at 10 a.m. Obviously, the one-room schoolhouse tours down at Heritage Park opening at 10. They will close at noon for the Kids Day Parade. They'll reopen at 10 or at 1 o'clock, and they'll stay open until 4. The Train Depot Museum is open at 10 o'clock, so coming up very, very shortly. Also, the Euro Bungee place right beside us on Court Street is open, so bring the kids down and have fun with that. The chainsaw artists, the Mason-Dixon boys over at the Armory, they're going to get things started. They're going to lube up those chainsaws and get some really cool artistic stuff going on at 10 a.m. as well. The information booth is right beside us, and it's not just, folks, information. It is the merchandise tent officially for the Black Walnut Festival. So any of your Black Walnut Festival gear that you want to get, if you want those collectible coffee mugs, they have those over there until they run out. They've got the glass blower wine glasses for the Black Walnut Festival, and the glass blower will be going once again today at 10 o'clock. As well. The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier will open up for viewing, and we hope that everyone takes the opportunity, takes a few minutes and goes down there and takes a look at that. That's just a very cool honor for us to have that here. The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier replica down on the Heritage Park area, just across from the Heritage Park Community Building. At 11 o'clock, the showmanship contest taking place out at the Roane County High School barn. Also, at 10:30 today at the Save-A-Lot parking lot, you're going to start seeing the parade lineup here today for the Kids Day Parade. And, of course, the parade will get started at noon today. 1, 3, and 5 p.m. this afternoon, they're going to do the Dino Roar shows on the Courthouse Square just across from us on Court Street. The carnival will open up 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And again, folks, we have some armbands to give away. You're going to have to tune in to us, though, on our YouTube and our Facebook Lives to find out the trivia questions that you can answer to win an armband. The carnival open 1 to 5, and again, 6 to close today. Live music today downtown on the main stage. A couple of different bands will be joining us here this afternoon at 4:30. It will be Parachute Brigade taking the stage. They will play for a couple of hours, and then at the nighttime, 7 to 9, it will be Dangerfield taking the stage, and they will play for a couple of hours as well. If you're looking for the gospel sing, that is tonight as well. 7 o'clock, beginning that one at Faith Baptist Church up on Arnoldesburg Road. Mike Upright will be at the Faith Baptist Church, as well as David and Sheila Bowen. And don't forget, folks, Friday night football, we've got a job to do. We're headed to Flatwoods, Roane County, and Braxton County. The Raiders, the #1 team in Class AA in the state of West Virginia, facing off against Braxton County. We'll be on the air with pregame coverage at 6:30 p.m., and the game will be set to kick off at 7 p.m. Lots on tap, again, George, here from the 69th Annual West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. We invite you all to come down here today. Gorgeous weather. You will not be disappointed in this festival this year. It is going to be awesome. We're going to send it back up to the studio. We'll check in at the top half of the 10 o'clock hour. This is Andrew Miller. Back up to you, George. I'm better and better daily. Oh, it's easy. Hello, Phyllis Carr, watching from Hurricane, West Virginia. Thank you for tuning in. Now, I'm wondering how many more people are going to tune in now that they know that they can win armbands for a single pass for the carnival. That is going to be interesting. I do have, let me see, I think 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 single pass armbands for the carnival, and I'm going to give away 5 of those today, and I'll give 5 more away tomorrow. So you must be watching us here, and I'm going to do a trivia question on here, and you're not going to be able to answer it on here. You got to come see us at our booth, and we're very centrally located here at the corner of Church Street and Court Street, right diagonally across from the City Building. I want to thank our sponsors for this half hour of content, the City of Spencer, the Black Walnut Festival Committee, and Poca Valley Bank. Poco Valley Bank, your hometown bank, and they have got locations all over the valley. Spencer, Walton, the original location, Elkview, Clendenin, Sissonville, Charleston, they've got them everywhere. And they do such a great job. Do my banking with them. Got my house mortgage with them. Got my business with them. One of these days I'll get a personal account with them. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll get a retirement account with them. Okay, we got a full day of people lined up as well. We've got businesses galore who have sponsored this. We've got coming up at 10 o'clock, we've got a brand new business in Roane County and in the Spencer area. And it's a place called Best Title. And if you don't know what that is, we've got a guest coming up at 10 going to tell us all about what Best Title is. And it's located in the former Drew Patton office. So on Court Street, as we're centrally located here, it's just to our right. After that, we've got Spencer Cash Saver. We talked with Amy Nichols yesterday. She and her husband Caleb, who both run Carpenter's General Store, and Amy and Tank Blosser are involved in Cash Saver. I think Tank's going to be here. I'm not sure if Amy's going to get away at 10:30. And then we have Judge Anita Ashley, who is running for circuit judge in the 5th Circuit. And we'll have her right before the 11:30 time slot where we will shut down from our location here and we'll put our stuff up on Main Street. So excited to see my buddy again, Adam Anderson, once again coming in, and he is the MC for both the Kids Day Parade and the Grand Parade tomorrow. So we'll have him on the radio doing the announcements for that while we live stream it. So we'll come back this afternoon once the Kids Parade's over. Going to talk with Aaron Richardson of the Roby Theater at 1 o'clock. Phoenix Nutrition, another newer business in town. Matt Queen, who opened up this summer, and boy, have people figured out what he does and been very, very popular at sporting events already and in town. At 2 o'clock, our friend Brandy with Crazy Little Mama Decals. 2:30, Jack Garrett Forward. We talked with Quentin Keaton yesterday, general manager there, and I think we may have he or one of his other employees coming over to talk to us at 2:30. Best Title will be back again at 3, so we're very excited to hear about that business. And then we'll talk with our good friend Amanda Bias with A&R Nail Bar, and so that will close us out at 3:30 and 4 o'clock because we got to get packed up, and we're headed off to the land of Flatwoods. And we'll be there for WVU. Roane County plays better than WVU, by the way. We'll be there for Roane County and Braxton County this evening. All right, stick with us, folks. We want to thank you for all for joining us again. Don't forget giveaways. We've got giveaways galore. Let people know that we are giving away stuff. We're giving away T-shirts right now to the Black Walnut Festival, care of Will's Towing and Recovery. The first person that comes to our booth says, I heard you on the radio or I saw you on Facebook and YouTube. You get your choice of different colors. We've got brown. We've got a brown one. We've got a gold one. We've got an orange one. We've got a bright green one. We got all sorts of colors. So if you got to come to the booth and just tell us you saw us on Facebook or YouTube or you heard us on the radio, you will win a free T-shirt, care of Will's Towing and Recovery. Folks, stick around. We are ready to go here at the next half-hour set. We've got a brand-new sponsor, and we've got them with us here at 10 o'clock. We're going to send it away for just a second, and we'll be back at the 10 o'clock hour.